There's something special about soulful vocals. They need to breathe, to sit just right in the mix, and most importantly, to feel alive. In today's video, we are diving into a unique challenge, mixing singing vocals using completely random selections of plugins from different companies. No set of chains, just pure intuition, creativity, and experience guiding every step. Whether you're after warmth, clarity, or a vocal that moves the listener, this approach will help you get there with whatever tools you have. Hey guys, my name is Tessa Music, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you've enjoyed this episode, please do support the channel by buying me a coffee. And without wasting more time, let's get on it. And we are back. So this is the song that you're working on. It's actually one of my own songs, never gone out. It's called Umsamo, which means something like the altar, your altar. It's a very, very beautiful song, soulful song. So this is how the song sounds like. This song. So the only thing that is actually mixed here are the backings and that vocal that you just hear, that ad-lib like sound vocal. This one, it's the only vocals that's actually being mixed, or that's actually already mixed. I left them, like this for a reason, because we are not actually working on them. We are working on the main vocal. The main vocal is this one. So the only thing that is present on this vocal is actually the effects. We have the room reverb, we have the short reverb, the long reverb, also have the delays. So those are the only things that are present on this vocal, which is why it sounds like this. It's a very, very great vocal, even though it sounds boxy, it sounds, it has that warmy sound on it, but it's a very, very great vocal, of which it's something good starting point to work on a vocal. So let's work on this vocal. Okay guys, so the first that we're going to start working with, it's called Neutron Equalizer, guys. I like this plugin a lot. It's your EQ. You can use any EQ that you have. So for this type of vocal, I would like to start with this Neutron, mainly for, subtractive EQing purposes, for cleaning stuff that I don't like in this vocal. Manje siyakowisha umndeni usakhula nje sasiphumelela kwahamba isikhathi wahlukana nje manje siyakowisha ngoba masibuza abadala nabo bathi siyobuza lemsamo. I'm trying to have a curved low shelf of a sound here. We are not completely cutting the low end, since the vocal does not have much of a low end present on it. Umndeni usakhula nje sasiphumelela kwahamba isikhathi wahlukana nje manje siyakowisha. Definitely don't like this frequency. Let's take care of it. Umndeni usakhula nje sasiphumelela kwahamba isikhathi wahlukana nje manje siyakowisha. Don't like this one also. Take care of it. Umndeni usakhula nje sasiphumelela umndeni usakhula nje sasiphumelela kwahamba isikhathi wahlukana nje manje siyakowisha. I think it's actually being worked on that mid frequencies. Actually, these are the mid frequencies. I think the vocal now is sounding a bit more normal. That plosive or like like nasal sound, the vocal head, it's actually being controlled. I still feel like there's something, hiding under the top frequencies and hiding under the low mid frequencies. We can actually do the cleaning using the neutron, but I needed a different perspective, another plugin that can work on this thing on a different way. So we have something here called Subtractive. It's a very, very beautiful plugin, guys. Beautiful plugin. It's actually a visual spectral shaping tool. It lets you see frequencies of your audio in real time, and draw EQ curves directly on the spectrum. Think of it like painting, guys. How you want your sound to feel like cleaner, brighter, or even smoother based on what you see or hear. So actually here we're just wanting to work on shaping the tone of the vocal and actually cleaning up muddy areas. As you can see that it's already working. It's almost like your spectral shaper on your 5 Filter Pro Q4. Here we're just working on those S's and T's, so let's continue. Definitely don't like this sound. It's actually trying to mess the vocal. It has like harsh frequencies in this 2K range. So let's continue, because the problem, guys, is actually from here to here. That's where I hear most of the problem. Here we're doing touch-ups, taking care of those high frequencies that can mess up when we actually go with the chain, As I just told you guys that most of the problems I actually hear on the mid frequencies, like the frequencies, they're actually here, guys. 542.8 hertz range here. And then here, the 2K range, and then here it's the 9.3K hertz range. So now working on this vocal, working on the frequencies, especially the mid frequencies and the low mid frequencies, has somehow made the vocal to sound a bit more thinner. It somehow lost the depth of it. So now we actually need to bring back that depth, and that actually top end we just worked on using the Subtractive. So we need to actually use something called a revival, and while using the revival and try to actually control the frequencies of the vocal. I want something that can control the loudest peaks of the vocal and actually make them to come down a bit, and actually try to make the overall sound of the vocal to sound like on a normal level. So we're going to use, guys, something called a revival, and this FG116 vintage. So using revival, I just want to boost the thickness of the vocal, the depth of the vocal that you just lost, and some of the top end of the vocal that you just tamed. So I love the shimmer, it's around 7, and then the thickness is around 11%. So I think it sounds good for the vocal. It brought some of the depth and boosted some of that low end in this vocal. So the vocal lacks some of that low end. So first thing first, I'm just going to put the ratio. It's around 8, since this is a compressor, our first compressor. Each and every frequency that is above the threshold level that you have set here, it will actually turn the vocal down. As I've just said, it's only working, guys, on the loudest frequencies of the vocal. It's not working on an overall vocal frequencies of the vocal. We have our attack at around 3, and the release at 7, and then our output 13 dB, and then we have the input is around negative 29 dB. So it's only working on the loudest frequencies of this vocal. Okay guys, which is why you would never see me actually making those automation clips that I see most producers doing when they're mixing vocal, like making an automation clip and trying to balance, the loudest frequencies of the vocal and the quietest frequencies of the vocal, making the compressor's job a bit easier. It works, guys, but I think that takes a lot of time. This strategy of mine, I've been using it for so many years. It doesn't require me to do, vocal, automation or vocal gain staging manually. You can actually use this technique. You can use a compressor to work on the loudest parts or loudest frequencies of the vocal without actually doing automation clips that can take a lot of time. So now that we have controlled the peaks of the vocal, controlled the body of the vocal and the top end of the vocal, so now I need to actually emphasize that warming sound, since this is a soulful song. So I need to emphasize that warming sound. So what's a better way of emphasizing a warming sound? With using Soothe 2. So let's open Soothe 2. So let's go to preset menu, find something like vocals, and then find something like a vocal warmer. I think it sounds good, guys. I think it sounds good. I think it's actually on point, guys. We're actually on the right track. Okay, guys, at this point, it's where I actually do a deep diving in actually shaping the tone of the vocal. So in today's episode, we're not going to use an SSL channel step, but we're going to use something like a pull tech EQ. So this one, guys, is called a pulse tech. It's actually like your pull tech EQ, but this one is a pulse tech EQ, guys. Like I was doing some diving in my plugin library, and I came across this plugin, guys. So I think it will work. This vocal, we have presets here. So there's a preset called, vocal male. So it's actually made for male. As you can see that there's a cut here. It's around 80 hertz. So they're actually cutting the low end of the vocal around 80 hertz, since it's a male vocal. This is how it sounds like. If you made to this far in this video, guys, I would like to take this moment and thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot that you're still here. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the time to subscribe to the channel. So for our next plugin, guys, we're going to use a bass compressor. Now this is our last compressor, guys. So this is called a T-Rex bass compressor. I always use this bass compressor mainly for how it sounds like on my vocals. If you don't have this one, you can use any compressor, but use the same settings. I have a preset that is for overall compression that I like to use. So this is a preset that I have. It's called overall compression. I always use it, guys. So it boosted the energy of the song. But this is to make sure that every word is heard. Every word is actually upfront in the vocal. Okay, guys, and for our last plugins, two plugins actually, we have Abbey Road Saturator, and we have a preset called TG subtle. You must make use of your preset, guys. It's not a must to always actually doing a deep diving in a plugin. Make use of your presets. It works, guys. And then we have here Pro MP to control whatever this AB saturation plugin will boost. So to control that, we are going to use a multi-band compressor. The saturation plugin here is actually going to boost the top end, the clarity of the vocal.
Umndeni usakhula nje sasiphumelela ya kwamba isikhathi wahlukana nje manje siyakuwisha ya ngoba masibuza abadala nabo bathi siyobuza lamsamo.
In a clarity perspective, it sounds so amazing, guys. So to protect what you just boosted, to control what you just boosted, because remember, guys, that a compressor can actually ruin your vocal if you boost it a lot. So you need to control that. To control even our DSRs from working over time. So here we're just controlling the overall vocal. So I have a preset that I've been using for so many years. It's called Control Vocal Chain. Control the overall chain of the vocal. I love how it sounds like, guys. If you have your golden template, you have this thing on and you can copy it towards other multi-band compressors you may be using. So this is how the overall song sounds like with this mix on, with the effects on, the delays and the reverbs and the backings and other vocals that are present in this. And remember that, guys, other vocals were already mixed. The only thing that was left to mix here was the main vocal. So this is how it sounds like now, complemented by the other vocals, the backings, the harmonies, and so on.
You a legend, boy. Umndeni usakhula nje sasiphumelela ya kwamba isikhathi wahlukana nje manje siyakuwisha ya ngoba masibuza abadala nabo bathi siyobuza lamsamo ya noma sesikhala bomalume basole inkinga esamsamo mshana ngoba masikula mama umuzi bawuhlonishwa ngoba masikula mama ekhaya bekulinywa ayithi phela imali yomuntu umuzi umileya manje umakhelwane uyabuka umuzi ufileya no umshado wasayithola thina bomntwana no nabashadile bayisola bona enkwasini sasithembele kuyo ndishala wini khona lothi abafazi ukuyisola nye no besiphuza lapha emsamo thina no jambulidlo zakayisoli
And that's how you can sculpt a rich vocal mix. No rules, just ears, taste, and the right touch of processing. Hopefully this gives you new ideas on how to approach your mixes, even when the plugins in the toolbox don't match. If this inspired you, hit the like button and subscribe because they're not done. Until then, keep creating, keep experimenting, and I'll catch you in the next one.